Hi, friends, and welcome to Crumbz from Gerard. When Jesus fed the 5,000 men and women and children, he fed a number that was more than most other villages of his day. Jesus withdrew from there in a boat to a desolate place by himself. When he went ashore, he saw a great crowd and he had compassion on them. The disciples came to him and said, "The day is now over. Send the crowds away to go into the villages and buy food." Jesus said, "They need not go away. You give them something to eat." They said to him, "We have only 5 loaves here and 2 fish." Then he ordered the crowds to sit down on the grass, and taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he looked up to heaven and said a blessing. Then he broke the loaves and gave them to the disciples, and the disciples gave them to the crowds, and they all ate and were satisfied. Jesus decided to take a break, and there was good reason enough for that. One was obviously he was tired with the crowd all around him, and second, he did not put himself unnecessarily into danger. Herod was all out to get him, and so he takes a break. But he hardly takes a break. The crowd see him going around and they follow. And so when he reaches the shore, there the big crowd is there waiting for him. Now you see two ways of responding to a need. The disciples, the apostles, and the way Jesus responds. The apostles have a concern for the people, but not deep enough. They say they've been there the whole day, and therefore let them go into the village and find something to eat. At the back of their minds, they must have also said, let's get rid of them so that we can rest a little while. And when Jesus says, you give them something to eat, they find an excuse. 5 loaves and 2 fish, how can we feed so many? But now take a look at Jesus. He too is as tired, or more tired definitely, than the apostles. He needs a break also. But he has compassion. Remember, he is the guru, the master. Normally, the disciples would feed the master. But now in his compassion, the master reaches out to feed the disciples. He's concerned, and his concern is at a depth level. Compassion means feeling from the heart. And so, he works a miracle. But he doesn't put the apostles in a bad light. He takes what they have so that they also are part of the miracle. That's the first thing. Second thing, his concern goes further to the crowd, and he says, find a place that they can sit down in green grass. And third, he not only feeds them, he feeds them until they are satisfied. That is the way Jesus responds. He shows that God does care. And now think about this. You have had a tiring Sunday morning and just want to have lunch and rest. Just when you start your meal, this poor old dhobi climbs 4 floors to your home to collect his dues, his monthly dues. What do you tell him? Come another day. Second, you give him his dues. Third, knowing that he has climbed 4 floors to your flat, you offer him a glass of cold water and dues. And fourth, something else.